San Juan is a rare rarity light cruiser from the Eagle Union and is part of the Atlanta class of light cruisers or anti-air light cruisers. San Juan is only available from the Merit Shop exchange for 5,000 Merit. Alternatively, you could have obtained her by consuming 8,000 oil during the Ashen Simulacrum event. Juan was launched from the Bethlehem Shipbuilding Corporation's Four River Shipyard on the 6th of September 1941, commissioned on the 28th of February 1942, decommissioned on the 9th of November 1946, reclassified as an AA light cruiser on the 28th of February 1949, stricken on the 1st of May 1959, and sold for scrap on the 31st of October 1961. Juan did the usual tasks an American light cruiser did in the Second World War. Here are her more interesting exploits. Escorted Wasp to the Solomon Islands. Had Admiral Norman Scott aboard. Escorted Enterprise from the Eastern Solomons to Pearl Harbor after Enterprise was hit during the Battle of the Eastern Solomons, and Juan had damaged gun mounts. Delivered 20mm guns to U.S. Marines who landed at Funafuti. Was hit by a dive bomb during the Battle of Santa Cruz Islands, flooding several compartments and damaging, but not disabling, her rudder. Neutralized airfields on Bougainville and Rabaul with Saratoga and others. Fought off torpedo plane attacks on Essex during the raid on Kowloon. Assisted sinking the IJN Yamato. Liberated Allied POWs from Japan. In her character art drawn by Pavapo, San Juan wears a black spaghetti strap top underneath a white and red shoulderless top, a white collar with a short red tie, black bow in her hair, blue pleated skirt with her hull number, CL54, on it, black fingerless arm gloves, white cuffs on her wrists with a black stripe, a presidential seal on her left pocket, black translucent thigh highs with armor on the outer band, and armored red loafers. Her rigging consists of an armature connected to the base of her back, which then splits off into two arms that flank her sides. Both sides have the front end of a ship hull, with the right side having two double-barrel naval cannons and an anchor, while the right side has three double-barrel naval cannons and a quad torpedo launcher. In her voice lines voiced by Yuki Shion, San Juan does her best to support the commander.
防空巡洋艦アトランタ級4番艦のサンフワンよ。ユニオン空母戦隊のサポート役をやってたの。指揮官は猫の手も借りたいように見えるわね。私がサポートしてやるわ。やっぱりこうなっちゃったのね。でも私諦めないわ。いつもぼんやりしているとみんなの信頼を失っちゃうわよ。指揮官、しっかりしなさい。委託の物資が届いたようね。指揮官、見てもらって、私が確認してくるわ。ちょっと、もう今日の仕事が始まってるじゃない。たくもう、ほら、身だしなみを整えてやるわ。メールを持ってきたわ。確認を忘れないでね。空母護衛の時は空にだけ気を配ればいいけど、あなたの秘書官は、そう安く務めさせてくれないわね。指揮官、まだへばっていい時間じゃないわよ。この仕事が終わったら、ちょっとだけマッサージしてやるわ。まだ終わってない任務があるって？まあ、どうしてもというのなら、私が助けてやってもいいけど。
At level 125 with max affinity and enhancements, San Juan has 3,598 HP, 131 firepower, 159 torpedo, 438 AA, 181 reload, 112 evasion, light armor, 32 speed, 173 accuracy, 77 luck, 188 anti-sub, and consumes 9 oil. San Juan has one skill and an AOA, with the skill focusing on buffing Eagle Union ships and herself. Juan's first skill, I'll handle this, when she fires her AA guns, there is a 25% chance to buff the AA of all Eagle Union ships by 30% for 5 seconds. When her main gun hits 13 times, she buffs her own firepower by 8%, with this stacking up to 3 times, or a 24% firepower buff. It doesn't mention if this buff carries over to the next battle, or if it's only for that battle, or if the AA buff also includes herself, but I would assume that the firepower buffs do not carry over, while the AA buff does affect herself as well. Her AOA looks like this, being procced every 8 times San Juan's main guns are fired. I recommend getting in close as it's like a shotgun with its spread. The recommended equipment for San Juan is the exact same as her Atlanta-class sisters. The twin 100mm Type 98 Kai for a DD gun with a low reload time to proc her AOA faster, the best DPS against light and heavy armor, and great DPS against medium armor. The Quint Mag Torpedo Launcher for the best homing torpedoes, the twin 57mm L60 for the best general use AA, the Repair Toolkit for more survivability and small amounts of healing, the High Perf Steering Gear for a buff to evasion and survivability, and the Crossbow for a buff to firepower and AA. You know, for a random rare rarity ship that was originally obtainable from just spending 8,000 oil, San Juan isn't all that bad, all things considered. Her AA stat makes her number 7 for overall base AA, and makes her the only rare rarity ship in the top 10. Her I'll handle this skill not only possibly boosts her own AA by 30%, making it 569 and pushing her well past first place for AA, but it also buffs all other Eagle Union ships AA by 30%. The same skill also buffs her own firepower up to 24%. While limit breaking San Juan, she also gets another torpedo mount for a total of 2, and a preloaded torpedo. And as always, there's cons. Her S1 only has a 1 in 4 chance, 25%, to give that AA buff to all Eagle Union ships, with that buff only lasting 5 seconds. The second part of her S1 relies on her hitting 13 shots to get that one stack of 8% firepower buff, meaning if you want the full 24%, you need to hit enemies a total of 39 times. That's not to mention the skill not mentioning if the buff expires at the end of battle or if it carries over. And why would you want to buff the firepower of a light cruiser anyways? They're meant for AA. There's also the fact that you can only currently get her from the merit shop, which is annoying as you'll have to wait for her to be rotated in if you want to get her. If you do want to get / have her, she's alright up until chapter 8, I guess. And then I would replace her with someone much better, like her sisters San Diego or Reno. Medium priority to build and raise. If you're well past that point, get her if you want to complete your collection. But outside that, no real reason to waste your merits. Doubly so when you can actually get, SSR ships or gold bullens. Thank you for watching. Please follow my Twitter for updates, and please check out my other Arknights and Azur Lane videos as well.